Look at that.
Good concentration.
What a drop, mate. What a drop.
Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, yeah, the air. It's like a tracker, get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking days. I need a fucking day.
Welcome to another vlog, guys. And this episode, we are finally putting another LS1 in the S13. So if you haven't seen the last episode, the S13, brand new track car that we got, had an LS1 with a cam package, and I blew it up the first day we had it, and it's supposed to be for me and Zara, so that wasn't good. She was not happy, but got a new one just from the wreckers, $1,500, just a long motor. So Dad's been cleaning it up all week. He's been having a lot of fun getting it all nice and clean. Just chucked on the throttle body from the old one and the fuel rails. Everything else, this one's completely stock, doesn't have the cam in it. Gonna see how long it lasts, but I think the last one got a bit hot, and it also had, like, the lifters were ticking. So anyway, for today, so we're gonna chuck in some new oil, some gearbox oil, and coolant, filter, and this smooth shift stuff. This stuff is wicked, actually makes a good difference. And I got the GK Tech solid rack bushings for the steering, only because I did the 180 the other day, so I might as well do the S13 as well, and that's never going to have an issue, which is awesome. So yeah, I'll lift this up, chuck it in. Also, during the week, I haven't been here and Dad's been playing around. He's put on some 300ZX calipers on the front because this thing barely stops, which is going to help a lot. And he fitted the rear bumper bar, which looks absolutely mint, with a rattle can spray job. And the bash bar sticks out a little bit, so he just had to cut some holes, fit that. Actually, it came out really good. It's hard to see from here. It sticks out a tiny bit. Not bad for a track car. Still need to get another light though. Sweet, let's get started. Do you want to say something?
G'day.
Go.
I'm just glad James is here and we're going to put this motor in, have some fun.
So first thing up is the solid rack bushings. These ones are actually pretty shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it was moving around as bad as the 180, but so we're just going to take out the 4 bolts and remove the old ones and whack in the new solid ones. They also give you, they move the rack forward a slight bit too, which is always good. But yeah, this is in way better condition than mine. Mine's leaking out the top.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, I just took out the 4 bolts and then the rack's free. That's another shitty rubber. So they just get really soft and wear out and start falling to pieces. Like, it'd probably be alright, but the solid ones are going in a lot better. And that's like the main one that holds most of the pressure, I guess.
Should take those to Matsuri next year and sell them.
Well, they gave me one like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, they give it to you?
Second hand, I got one. No, I had to pay $20.
That's what I thought.
And it split. Well, as I went to put it in there, it was just cracked.
Mm.
Right through there. So I couldn't use it.
Should be able to get $30 for those next year.
Yeah.
More GK Tech parts. Beautiful.
So that's done. The solid rack bushings in. This shield can be a bit of a pain, especially when you don't have, or when you have the engine in, it can be a pain because when you take this bolt out, you need to flex it to get it away, and then the thread doesn't line up, so that's a bit of a bitch. But easy for us. But that's them, so they'll never wear out. Looks like it's just launching out of the top.
It's bursting out.
How do you do this with one person?
Carefully.
So it's convenient that we have two people. Dad's going to go underneath and just lift up the gearbox. Just going to lift that up to get us some more angle in. You could use different like straps so that it sits more flat, but if you had the front support you'd need it on this angle anyway. The engine's in, got the mounts on. Look at these quality engine mounts. A lot of room for play in those. Yeah, that's why it's so much vibration from those.
Does this just fit on one way?
Just spin it around, it will click on.
Yeah, but it only fits one way, doesn't it?
Yeah, just keep spinning it until it clicks on. That's it. Now we're just starting to fit off all the components. Got the core packs on this side. Just fitting up the steering rack. Not steering rack, steering column. Whatever you want to call that. Steering column knuckle. Hook that up, start a motor. Just fitting off the wiring. Plug all the wiring harness in. Also, the only challenge we got at the moment is we forgot to hook up the gearbox, the hydraulic line, to up in behind there somewhere. So now we got to bend it and shit. And we forgot that was a thing. So we had it all the way back, just dangling around. But we'll get that in, and then we'll do the exhaust and fit off a few more things. Fit the front back on, and then yeah, we'll be ready to start it up. The ECU is tuned for the cam, and this one doesn't have a cam, so it's going to run super rich. We're just going to start it up, make sure no leaks and things, turn it off, and then I'll get the ECU sorted. Then we're good to go. Don't spill it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Good concentration.
What a drop, mate. What a drop.
So everything's back together. Only took us all day. And we're going to start it up. We haven't got the radiator on there just yet, but we'll start up, make sure there's no issues anywhere, and then we'll fit the
Just leave the fuel pumps on for a minute, because all these are all empty.
Alright, that's all for today. The LS1 is back in. Everything's attached, bar a couple of little things. Just gotta do the gearbox oil and the gearbox or gear shifter, the gear stick. Gotta attach the gear stick, and there's one more plug underneath. But yeah, so it's turning over, but it's not starting. Gotta figure that out as well. We got no spark. We'll figure that out one day this week, but yeah, we got a couple of days and then we're going out to Lakeside, so got to get it sorted. Also got to take it down to get a wheel line, which is going to be a mish, but very necessary. So yeah, almost there. Hey guys, today's Tuesday, so I'm back up at Dad's and we've just plugged the crank angle sensor plug in. That's what the plug was that we hadn't put in yet. It goes right down underneath where the starter motor is, and it's literally the most important plug because that's crank angle sensor, controls spark and timing and shit. So plug that in, so now it should start up. About to start it and check that out, fingers crossed. But it's just a motor from the Wreckers, $1,500, and it was just sitting on the shelf. Could have been there for a few years, who knows. Put new oil in it. Also I did notice before it was too late that I did buy the wrong oil for the gearbox. Got the right stuff here now. This is a good shit, bloody expensive. And also Benny and Dino Tuner said to put an extra litre of oil in here so it has more oil pressure, because could have been part of the reason why it blew. So we got this new pipe on here because the last one melted. Yeah, I don't know why they put PVC on there, but that's a fix. And then also the gear sticks back on. The gear sticks all back in there. So all we have to do today is start it up, hope for the best, then the gearbox oil, put the bonnet back on, bleed the clutch, brakes, and then should be good to go. You think of anything else?
Bonnet struts?
Oh yeah, I've got some bonnet struts for it, see if they work out. They're off eBay, so we'll see how we go. Usually how's it going? So the only other thing as well is on Friday I'm going to get the wheel alignment done, because we put in the rack offset, or the rack bushings, and we changed the camber as well, so just going to get it touched up and then it'll be sweet. So alright, we're going to start it up, see how it goes. Sounds a lot quieter. Happy days. So I just started the engine, it starts, that's always good. There was a couple little things, just a bit of smoke coming up, that's just all your fingerprints and everything burning, which is, I don't know. It's alright as long as it doesn't catch on fire. And then we've got, and then also we noticed there was like a loud sort of weird rubbing noise coming from it, and we think it might be this bearing that goes on here that the belt runs around. So what we did, just pulled that one off, and luckily we had a spare one from the other engine, so, but that one's actually different. So Dad just said we can repack, we can reuse this one. This is off the old engine, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this one's off the old engine, and we're going to pop that off. See if we can do it with one hand. Can you hold this? So there's no grease in there, that's why it's not the best. We're just going to repack that and then whack it on, see if the noise goes away. So we just whacked some new grease in there and put the cap back on. Now it's nice and lubed up.
Pretty little bugger.
Yeah. Lucky I'm good at that.
Your piano fingers.
Yeah. Dad's always giving me shit for my pointy fingers. They come in handy though.
Yeah, I know they do.
Give me a sec, mate.
Oh.
Is that how you do it?
No.
Just like that. That is actually the best idea ever. That's freaking awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Like on the RV, there's just all these brackets and shit. And that's just one tensioner, one belt. I like it. I like that. We swapped over the tensioner bearing and repacked the grease. Let's give it a go. That's what we did, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. So now we're just going to finish off the gearbox oil. So I use the Smooth Shift Nylon product and it works really good. It actually does make a good difference. So you put that in first. Yeah. that's got to be it. Just the air. And then now we've got the Pro Gear oil for full synthetic. This is meant to be good shit. It's bloody expensive too. You want to be bloody good. And we got this little pump. How good's that? Alright, so we're just going to whack in these eBay spec bonnet struts.
eBay spec?
Well, they are. I put some of these in the 180, and since I've done it once before, I should be pretty good at it this time. But it's pretty easy. It comes with a bunch of brackets and things, and the bracket mounts here. So you take out this screw here, and you put this little bolt in there, and the strut sits on there and there, just in these little ball joint things. And there's these little black spring clips. Don't lose those. If you lose those, yeah, you need to get a piece of wire, and it's pretty fiddly, but most people are going to put it on once and leave it on, which is ideal. But a lot of the time we take the bonnet off to get cooling, more cooling. So let's put it on. What's that? You right? Ah.
Yeah.
That was like, you bastard, you're getting rid of me and you put this other install. These are the best eBay mod, eh? Can't remember how much they were. Even one's holding the whole bonnet, mate. Just use one.
Yeah.
So they've got these tiny little clips in here. I won't take that one off because that's a hard one. But fucking hell.
What?
That was the clip.
Oh! I heard it. It sounded like it hit that.
Went so far. Ah! That's not good.
What'd you say? Don't do that.
Yeah, I said don't do that. So yeah, that one just went twing! It went that way. So rest in peace. Just got some wire and made one. It's gonna work perfectly fine. But that sucks. I was literally just saying I was telling him, don't lose it. And then I bloody lost it. Lost the plot, mate.
I'll find that one, dude.
But how good are they? Like the proper ones of these that you'd buy in the shop, probably worth like $300 or something.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
probably,
I want to see
probably a
how
big
close
estimate.
First, before I take out bookies. They're in the right spots.
Fucking A. That's like better alignment than factory. You like that one?
Fucking oh, this one's gonna move that.
No, but that's actually bloody good alignment. Like just without doing anything.
Oh, actually, it's okay. Over that way.
Nah, it's fine. It's perfect.
Look, it's fucking zipped over here.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it's supposed to be inside it. Don't move it.
It's not much. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Awesome, so that's all done now. Engine's back in, running sweet. Hopefully, haven't driven it yet, but just like normal, hope for the best. Literally hope for the best. I'll drive it when I do the wheel alignment. So that's the next thing. Get the wheel alignment on Friday or Saturday, and then out on Sunday. So hopefully you guys can come out and check it out. Because of the coronavirus, hopefully it's still on. They have been speaking about every other event's been closing because of the coronavirus. Just because of the new rules from government. Just going to chuck the pink wheels on the back too. Zara wants pink on pink, which is fair enough because it looks sick. But yeah, all done. And they work mint. Sure. Need to give it a wash at some stage too. Bloody filthy. Come out and check it out. Because of the coronavirus, hopefully it's still on. So unfortunately, Skid Control had to cancel the event because of the coronavirus. The government, yeah, they don't want anyone doing any activities that are unnecessary. So we just got to postpone it for a little bit. So I don't think there's going to be any car events happening, but plenty to do still. We've got the 180, still heaps to do on that, and the S13, plenty of little mods I can do on that. But the next time you see the S13 and the 180 is going to be in the next video when we're moving house. So we brought the settlement date forward in case there's a lockdown. We can still move into the other house, and then we can just lock down there, and then we won't get stuck in our old house. So hopefully everything works out alright. So that's happening this week. I'm going to film as much as possible so you guys can see it all happen as well. So yeah, so bloody pumped. Can't wait for the shed. It does come with a car hoist and just a shitload of space. So I'm gonna I've got a heap of things to do on the shed. Probably do a whole video on just setting it up, just like epoxy floors, racking, shelving, and all the tools set up and whatnot. If you want to see that sort of video, let me know in the comments. But yeah, if you like the video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. Also share with your friends. That would be much appreciated. Loving the journey. Thanks guys.